What's going on, guys? This is AKingsCreation again, bringing you guys a review this time. This is going to be an honest review after 1,000 hours on pure console, okay? I'm going to be breaking down all the pros and cons of playing on console. What do I think about this game and the state of the game and what I believe the future may hold? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. My first impressions of Throne of Liberty was, wow, this game is gorgeous. I love the visuals of the game when I first joined in. When it released in 2024, I wasn't expecting an MMO to look this good. Now, I'm showing you a demonstration from my point of view, but you actually have to play the game to really understand how crisp it looks on your device, especially when the game looks good during the day and also during the night. During the night, there's events going on where it shows fireworks in the sky. Like, honestly, you would have to play it just for the visuals alone. Now, the combat in this game is where a lot of people are diverse, right? There's going to be people who love the combat system in this game, and there's going to be a lot of people who don't like the combat system in this game. If you looked at the Steam charts, when October 1st or 2nd month of this game releasing, a lot of players fell off of this game. Now, the main reason why I believe that is the case is because of the combat being clunky for console players and also not being able to keep up with the pay to win aspect. There's a lot of people who don't want to pay to win the game, or the PvP was very unbalanced due to the pay to win system. They had people who had a lot of money who would just pay to have all the weapons that the free to play players would have to grind for. And that created a conflict within the community. That being said, the overall aspect of the PvP or the combat in this game, whether it's PvE or PvP, is fun to me. I believe that it just has something to do with getting used to the button combinations. A lot of people who are probably coming from different games or different genres expect that to just be like a one button press thing, or like if you play Mortal Kombat, you would have like a combat list of like different combinations you can use. But the reality is just understanding that this game is a learning process or a learning curve. And a lot of people nowadays don't have time to learn, which is very understandable. But from my perspective, in my review, I love the combat in this game. They are working on fixing the combat in the next upcoming update when Talanje drops. So I'm even going to be more excited for more people to come back and dive into the new combat system. That being said, there are many different weapons to choose from in this game. You have spears, daggers, staffs, bows, and many more. That being said, I believe that my favorite weapons in this game is the spear, dagger, and staff. Those are my three main weapons that I use. There are many different modes you can choose from when it comes to combat in this game. On the PvP side, you have PvP events like Dart Destroyers, and then you have war games. As you guys can see, I'm currently in a war game right now. Also, you have a lot of stats you have to learn and build your builds correctly by learning the stats as well. There are CCs in this game you have to learn how to counter. On the PvE side, all you have to learn is just building whatever you find to be fun and learning how to maximize that build in terms of damage and survivability to get through all content. However, after hundreds of hours, I did find the combat to be repetitive and the events to be repetitive. While visually impressive, the core mechanics don't evolve much, and some encounters feel like a grind. And especially if you could log on every single day and get to 1,000 hours, you will realize how repetitive the game can be. But honestly, that is most games in this genre, or a lot of games period that come out. It gets repetitive over time due to the fact that the devs cannot keep pushing out content every single week. That just doesn't work like that anymore. So a lot of people are expecting content to just roll out every single week, and it just does not work. Even back in the day, we had different games that come out every single year. It'll go from like Halo 1 to Halo 2 to Halo 3 to Halo 4. It wouldn't be one game that drags on like many years, like Destiny and so on and so on. So a lot of people are expecting content to be a weekly thing, and that just doesn't happen. Keep in mind, like I said, we do have content dropping March 6th. So yes, it has been repetitive, but it won't be repetitive after March 6th. That being said, there's a lot of different ways to level up different systems in this game. And as the game progresses, there are going to be more and more systems that you have to grind to level up. And that is one of the downsides of this game for a lot of casual players. And a lot of people are casual when they play games nowadays. They don't have time to sit here for 24 hours and grind something to get to max level to be able to actually compete with those who actually pay to win. So the pay to win aspect is causing an issue with this game and unbalance. But after a while, free to play players, if they were actually grinding from day one, are actually caught up now around February. So everybody should be around the same end game by now if you started from the beginning. Now, a lot of people who are coming in this year and after the holidays are trying to catch back up. They still have to grind, and I know Talandre will make it worse for them because Talandre is requiring even more difficult systems to level up and takes a lot longer to progress in mastery. Like for those who have been playing the game and you know how long it takes to get to mastery 20, well, guess what? In Talandre, they're going to increase it to like level 200 from what I've heard. Yeah, exactly. That sounds like it's going to be an incredible grind, and a lot of people, which I'm hoping a lot of people will still be able to play and enjoy the game. And I'm hoping that this update will bring back people. Yeah, the game is very tedious. It's very grindy, but overall, if you can ignore that part, it is very fun and it's very social. And we'll get into the social aspect of the game. Okay, so let me bring the social aspect of this game to light. A lot of guilds are scamming guilds. Not all of them, but there are a few out there in the bunch, I would say, that scam directly. Okay, so what I mean by scamming is like, say for example, if you're playing with a guild and you end up getting an arc boss weapon, you have to pay them, whoever the advisors are, the leader is, to give you that arc boss weapon, right? So there's a lot of systems out here in these social guilds that can cause a lot of frustration for newer players or people seeking guilds. And there also are good guilds out there as well. And I say the social aspect of finding a guild is positive. You just got to make sure you know the right people within those guilds. Now, if you're completely new and just have no idea and don't talk to anybody, the best thing I would do, because like I've played solo by myself for the first 2 months of the game releasing before I found somebody. The best thing you can do is probably go on like social media forums or YouTube and just try to hit up like a creator or something, somebody you know that is respectful, and just try to join in with them, see if they have an open spot, and go ahead and get started with your social journey. There's a lot of social teams out there. You got dungeons you can do, like 6-man dungeons. You got 6-man trials. There's a lot of group activities in this game, and this game is basically built around guild versus guild or guild activities. So you have to technically be in a social group in this game. Other than that, I want to finally end off this video by talking about all the downsides of being a console player or controller player in this game. Now, a lot of people saying on console that the large scale is pretty buggy or glitchy, and a lot of people can't see a lot of players in the siege battle because there's so many players. The FPS just can't keep up with all the players around you. For me, I found a shortcut. Check out my settings video if you're interested in that. But overall, you will be playing, if you are not on a console only server, which I highly recommend not being on anyway, so you can actually get immersed in the real PvP or competitive side of this game. I highly recommend, even on the PvE side, like the matchmaking is only directed for console only, so it's only going to matchmake for console. If you want to get a wide range of players to matchmake for PvE, then you have to be on like a cross-play server, right? So, but anyways, for a console player on a competitive side, it's challenging for a console player to keep up with PC players unless you are really skilled and have the thumbs to keep up. For an average player or a casual console player trying to keep up with the Joneses, it's kind of hard. Let me be honest with you. But the game is fun, and if you really do like that challenging aspect of trying to beat PC players with your own controller skills and using console, then by all means, that's what I'm doing. I'm currently ranked 137 as of right now. I showed you guys an image of 140, but I keep going up, and I would have been higher or in the top 100s if I didn't go to Japan, but we're not going to talk about that. Other than that, I believe that console players have a seat at the table when it comes to competitive PvP here, and in PvE as well. If you want to reach the rankings, I've been rank 1 and rank 2 on the leaderboards for PvE. That being said, I feel like if you are a console player, do not be afraid to play this game. It is really fun. It is grindy. It keeps you busy. I like games that keep me busy, honestly. So this is one of the games that will do that. And also, like I said, game has a lot of content. It has a lot of social aspects. If you are trying to meet friends, you can definitely do that on this game. Overall, it's going to be a challenge for a console player to keep up with the PC players. But other than that, you can do it. I believe in you. And if you guys enjoyed this honest review of Throne of Liberty from my 1,000 hours put in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, leave your comments below of what you think about Throne of Liberty as a console player or controller player, or just in general. Let me know your thoughts on the state of the game and how you feel about it and moving forward with the future. All right. Catch you guys later and subscribe if you're new. Peace. People are wondering if I live stream. Yes, I only live stream for my members. Hey everyone, thank you for watching my video. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, make sure you guys check my membership tab. I have supporter, big supporter, and huge supporter. Each tier comes with more benefits. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out. How do you access it? You can go to my about page if you're on the desktop and just scroll all the way down to memberships, join now, or you can check the description of each video. Thank you.